What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy and I'm going to be doing my top 10 favorite movies of 2024. I'm sorry this list has been really long delayed and everything because, well, just a lot of stuff going on in my personal life and everything, but finally wanted to go ahead and get around to doing this video. So, 2024 was a pretty decent year for movies. There was some pretty good ones. It wasn't like one of the best, but it's definitely better than this year so far. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get going. Coming in at number 10 is Twisters. I really like Twisters quite a bit. I've gone in not knowing what to expect and everything. I absolutely love the original Twister movie, and the trailers looked good to me and everything. I think Daisy Edgar-Jones is a really underrated actress. She's really good and everything in this movie. Really great character. She was kind of the standout for me. I know a lot of people like Glenn Powell, and I think he was amazing too. I think they were both great in the movie, and part of what made it so good is they had really great chemistry and everything. It wasn't quite on the same level as the original Twister movie, but it was still really good and everything. And an Oklahoma and stuff in the movie is set in Oklahoma, so maybe that I also kind of have a bias and stuff because of that too. But I just really enjoyed this movie. So Twisters is number 10, and number 9 is Abigail. This is a vampire movie about a group of thieves who go to rob this place and they kidnap this kid, and it turns out that she's a vampire, and it's indicated that she's Dracula's daughter and stuff. And it's a really good movie. It's from the people who did Ready or Not and Scream 5 and 6 and everything. So Radio Silence, they did a great job writing and directing this movie. I absolutely loved it. The cast are all awesome. You got Catherine Newton, who is one of my favorite new up-and-coming actresses and everything. She's in another movie that's much higher on this list. But I really love her in this movie. She's not even the main character. She's one of the more supporting characters and stuff, but she's still just really likable and everything. You got the guy from the Planet that played the villain Ape, I can't remember his name, but he's a good character actor and everything. And Melissa Barrera, really great cast. All of the cast are great in this movie. I heard that the girl who played Abigail on for good, and if she is, I think she's going to be a great cast. But I love this movie and everything. So Abigail was number 1, and number 8 is Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This is one of the best movie series currently running and everything. I would probably say Sonic is probably the best movie franchise from this decade and everything. Each movie has gotten better, and this one is just absolutely great. I totally love this movie. Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog is awesome and everything. Getting 2 Jim Carreys, I mean, how can you not love 2 Jim Carreys? He was absolutely hilarious and everything in this movie. I absolutely loved him in this movie and everything. So Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is one of the best family movies in the year and everything. Absolutely love that movie. So it's number 8. And number 7 is A Family Affair. This is another comedy movie that was on Amazon Prime last year, and I really love this movie. I know a lot of people didn't like it and everything. It is kind of mean-spirited in some ways, but that's part of what I like about mean-spirited comedy, and just having dark sense of humor. And also just, I like movies with douchey characters that kind of grow by the end of them and stuff. And Zac Efron's character is a big douchebag and everything. Very unlikable throughout most of the movie, but by the end of it, he kind of redeems himself and stuff. And I like that and everything. His chemistry with Nicole Kidman is just amazing, and it was great in the Waterboy. I mean, the Waterboy was totally different. And it was really great in this movie too. And Joey King was great as well. So I really love this one quite a bit. So A Family Affair is number 7, and number 6 is Terrifier 3. I really love Terrifier 3. I don't know if I'd say it's as good as the second one, but or better than the second one, but it's at least close to as good. And everything is really. I need to rewatch it and everything. I'm going to watch all three of them together when it gets closer to Halloween time and everything. Decide then how much I like it. I'll be able to tell if I like it more or a lot more or about the same as Terrifier 2, because it was a really solid sequel. There were things in there that did disturb me, the stuff involving the kids and stuff. I didn't like that, and it kind of made me uncomfortable. So that's why I kind of head more towards Terrifier 2. But there was a lot of uncomfortable scenes in that as well. The locker room kill, man, that is brutal. Archie Clown is just brutal as hell in this movie. You think that he can't get more brutal, and everything, but each movie he does. I'm kind of worried about what's going to happen with Terrifier 4, how we're going to get, but I'm excited for it. But I absolutely love this movie. It's easily the best horror franchise available. So Terrifier 3 is number 6, and number 5 is Deadpool and Wolverine. I absolutely love this movie. It's easily the best Deadpool movie and everything, and it's probably my second favorite Wolverine movie after Logan, but I absolutely love this movie. The dynamic between Deadpool and Wolverine is great. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds have really amazing chemistry. There's some awesome cameos in here and everything. I love what they did with the Human Torch and everything. Chris Evans' version, I've always hated his character in the Fantastic Four. I always hated Johnny Storm in those versions of that because I never really liked Chris Evans as the character and everything. Although I don't really fault him, I think he did a good job playing the douchey character and everything. I just didn't like the way he was, how he was in that. He was just kind of too big of a douchebag and everything. And I didn't like him in the original Fantastic Four movie. So getting to see him die and stuff was kind of a treat for me. I don't know, it's a little jacked up. Everything, but. Deadpool and Wolverine was really, really great. It's one of the most fun movies I had in the theater, experiences I had in the theater last year. I went to employee showing it, all of the employees were excited and everything. And it was awesome getting to see Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. I really didn't want him to come back at first because of how good Logan ended his character arc. But after seeing this movie, I'm glad they brought him back and everything. It's just going to make it harder to accept anybody Wolverine later down the line, but it also made me realize how much I missed stuff. So, but yeah, I love Deadpool and Wolverine, so it's number 5. And number 4 is Beetlejuice. Now, out of all the movies that came out last year, this movie is the one that took me by surprise the most. I've always liked the original Beetlejuice and everything. I watched it quite a bit as a kid and everything, but it was never one of my most favorite Tim Burton movies and everything. I've gained a lot more respect for it and started loving it a lot more as an adult than I did as a kid and everything. And part of that was just there were other Tim Burton movies I was interested in, like at the time, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, stuff that I grew up with. Sweeney Todd, I was more interested in those movies as a kid and teenager. Planet of the Apes, which that one has not aged very well. I don't really like that one as much. And I like Sleepy Hollow and Edward Scissorhands, and there are just so many other Tim Burton movies that I grew up with that I think are just better and everything than Beetlejuice. But I do still love it and everything. And this movie was a really, really great sequel. I wouldn't say it's as good as the first one and everything. It still won't be quite on the same level, but it came pretty close. They did a really good job with that. I do wish that they would have done more with Willem Dafoe's character and everything. I kind of wish he could have been the main villain of the movie just because he's such a great actor and really great villain and everything. But they could have gone really weird and creepy with him. But I love what they did with Jeffrey Jones' character and everything. The claymation sequence with his character was pretty cool. And there was some pretty good stuff. There were things I didn't like about the ending. Was a little rushed and everything, but I enjoyed it for the most part and everything. There wasn't really, like I said, it's number 4, so that says I like it quite a bit. But it's a really, really good movie, and I love that Tim Burton went back to using practical effects and stuff too, which is something I've missed in his movies for years and everything. So it was awesome. awesome. It's one of his best movies in a long time. He said that doing Beetlejuice made him fall back in love with filmmaking, and I can definitely see it in everything in this movie. I absolutely love it. So it's number 4. And number 3 is the 4:30 movie. Now this is Kevin Smith's new movie, and it's a semi-autobiography movie about his days as a teenager, sneaking into movies and stuff, and kind of a personal experience he had with a girl and everything, based on some of the experiences. And I absolutely love this movie. I thought it was hilarious and everything. And Kevin Smith, I don't feel like has lost his touch. I know a lot of people have said that they feel like he has and everything, but I've loved everything that man has done. Even Cop Out, which is my least favorite, one of our least favorite movies, is I still enjoy quite a bit. I think Yoda is really underrated, and Tessa was pretty good. Red State is very underrated. Also, he's done a lot of really great movies outside of the Beavis universe and everything. And this is his first one outside of it in a while and everything. And I really enjoyed it. And it was a really awesome movie. Getting to see Ken Jeong, I think is his name. I've always really liked him. I thought he was a really funny comedian and stuff. And getting to see him in this movie, he plays his typical douchey character, but he's really good in this movie and everything. And reminding me why I've always loved him. And it's just really, really great movie. And this one barely comes in number 3 and everything. I really debated between whether it was going to be number 2 or 3 and everything, but I decided to put it number 3. Number 2 is Lisa Frankenstein. I absolutely adore this movie. It is such a great movie. It felt like a nod to Tim Burton and everything, and 80s movies and stuff. It felt like it was made in the 80s too. It just had a really great 80s aesthetic to it. Catherine Duke, who was in Abigail as well, was amazing in this movie. I absolutely loved her in this movie. She was great. And Cole Sprouse was awesome too. He did a really great job doing physical comedy and stuff. He really surprised me how good he was too. And this movie is directed by Zelda Williams, the daughter of Robin Williams. So I've been following her career throughout my whole life, because she was in some of his movies and stuff. I always kind of followed her, watched the music videos she's directed and stuff. And so getting to see her direct a theatrical movie was awesome. I wish I could have got to see the full movie in the theater. I had a bad movie theater experience, and the power went out in the middle of the movie, so I didn't get to see it in the theater all the way through and everything. But I absolutely love Lisa Frankenstein. I think it was a really, really great movie. I hope that Zelda Williams continues making movies, because she is a really, really good director. And I hope that her and Catherine Newton collab more, because I think that they make a really good team and everything. I'd also want to see maybe even a sequel to this. I don't know that we really need one, but I wouldn't mind kind of seeing where these characters go next and everything. And I'm just kind of curious and everything. I liked Lisa Frankenstein quite a bit and everything. So I'd say that it's easily my second favorite movie of the year. But my number 1 favorite movie of 2024 is Wicked. I absolutely love this movie. 2024 was an awesome year for me as a Wizard of Oz and Wicked fan and everything. I got to go see the play earlier that year and everything, so I was really excited to see the movie. And I think the movie did the play justice. I actually really loved it and everything. I think it was great. Ariana Grande and Cindy D'Onofrio, they were both amazing in this movie and everything. I loved it as Glenn and Elsa and everything. I don't know which one I like more. Like they both just were perfect in their roles. Like I don't know who gave the better performance and everything. They were just so great. Their chemistry is amazing and everything. The musical numbers are awesome and lively. That there's really awesome practical sets and stuff. The CGI that they do have in there works really good, looks really good and everything. It's just really colorful version of Oz and everything. Getting to see Jeff Goldblum as a wizard was pretty cool. Although I will say he's not the best singer. Michelle Yeoh's singing was awful and everything. I feel like she was probably the only person in that movie that was miscast and everything. Nothing against amazing actress, but I don't really feel like she fit the role of Madame Marvel and everything. But she was great. Or she's a great actress. And I'm not trying to dog her out by any means. Because I do love her. I just felt like she was miscast in this movie. But aside from that, I really don't have any complaints on this one. It's just really, really good movie. And it's one that I've wanted ever since the play came out. I've always wanted to do a movie version of Wicked. And I'm so glad that they finally did. It was definitely worth the wait. I can say that for sure. And I really can't wait to see the movie for good. I expect that one to be pretty high on my list for this year. Yeah, so anyway, let me know in the comments what your favorite movies of 2024 are. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Have a good day, everybody.
Ha 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 ha!